That one, once you get diabetes, hindi na siya matatanggal, ano? And it could only get worse, di ba? But
Yes,
there are
ma'am. But
certain lifestyle changes that you can do para nga maging controlled siya. Ano-ano ba yon? Apart from, of course, cutting down on sugar consumption, ano pang pwedeng gawin ng mga tao?
that's true, no? So the good thing about diabetes is it's controllable. Okay, we keep on saying it's chronic, but we can always control it, especially if the patient is proactive. So good diet, not just the sweets, anything that is too much. Remember what we eat, whether this is protein, this is fat, these are most likely going to be degraded into sugar because the sugar is the fuel of the body. So if we eat a lot of any food, not just the sweets, okay, that will be an extra calorie for the body. And if we don't burn it, you doing exercise, so yun pa yung isang what they can do. They have to do regular exercises. So, and then choose, hindi lang yung quantity of the food. Minsan, it looks so small, but the calorie is too high. So it has to be both the quantity and the quality. And of course, good sleep. I cannot overemphasize the role of stress. No, if you are puyat, then that's also stress to the body, and that can also bring up your blood sugar. So all these things have to be done, even when you're at home.
You don't have to eschew naman completely sweets, ano? Kasi you are controlling the sugar level, di ba? You can still control
for diabetics, ma'am. Yes, for people with diabetes, of course, we try to tell them avoid sweets kasi these sweets will actually make the blood sugar spike very fast. Especially pastries, ice cream, anything that's sweet. Pagpasok niyan sa katawan, they're easily absorbable. So the spike will be immediate. Now, it's different when we talk about carbohydrate. Okay? When we talk about carbohydrate, that's a macronutrient kasi. And not all carbohydrates are bad. So there are complex ones, mga complex sugars natin, those are better kasi less ang degradation or mas mabagal. Okay? And then we have the fibers as well. So with sweets, yes ma'am, we have the people with diabetes really have to avoid it kasi mabilis ang spike ng blood sugar doon.
Yung staple natin, white rice specifically, nakakataas ba siya talaga?
Yes.
Nakakataas. So if you have
yes.
Okay lang. How about brown or red or black or violet rice? May pagkakaiba ba?
Okay. Yes. So generally, ang ano natin, laging ang basis of comparison will be a cup of white rice. Okay? Remember, white rice is polished. So they have already removed yung ipa or yung part where the fiber is. So when we take that in, we easily burn it. Okay? So the calorie that we get from the rice is not sustainable, not long enough. Because we easily degrade it, we easily absorb it, and the energy is so short. Compared, for example, to the brown, to the red, there's violet, and there's black. The more colorful it is, the higher will be the fiber content. Okay? Now, the fiber content will be the one that makes these grains less absorbable. Okay? So, mas sustained yung kanyang energy that we get from it, and the patient does not get too hungry immediately compared to eating the white rice. Okay? So if you're just going to look at the calorie content of the 1 cup ng white, 1 cup ng brown versus the 1 cup ng red, hindi naman sila nagkakalayo. But the fiber content, the minerals, the vitamins they contain are higher in the more colored rice compared to the white.
Yung mga special grades, yung quinoa, yung lentils, hindi
Yes.
siya ano. Pero yung mga ganong pagkain, yung mga health food,
they're good actually kasi mataas din po ang fiber content ng mga yon. Again, sa quinoa nga po, there's even a comparison between the white quinoa, the colored quinoa. Generally, the more colored ones are the higher grains for fiber and my vitamins and minerals. Okay.
Well, Doc, I think it's good that you pointed out na kasi most people tend to think na sugar is sugar and food is something else.
Right.
But basically, most of what you eat is broken down into sugars.
Correct.
Diba?
Correct.
If I remember my biology correctly, di ba? They're mostly broken down into sugars, and that's what also we're referring to. Not
Tama
just
po.
sugar from sugar, but sugar from everything else that you eat. For example,
Yes.
rice,
Right.
and so on down the line.
And that's what also the reason why we have to remind everyone that we cannot just change our meal, which is supposed to be a balanced, complete meal. It should change natin into full fruits. Okay? Hindi rin ganun yon because the fruits also contain sugar, different kind of sugar, but they're also sugar in there. Kaya sila nilalanggam. So the idea is to have a balance, a complete meal.
How about Ampalaya? Kasi si Gary Valenciano, others sabi nila nakakababa daw talaga ng blood sugar, yung leaves. Ginagawan tea. Tama ba yun?
Yes, there is a report for Ampalaya. The one that has a good study is actually the Ampalaya. That's a variety in Laguna, the makiling variety. So it has a good study. At yung ginamit po doon is the sprout, yung talbos. Not just the leaf, okay, not the fruit, but really the talbos. Opo. So yun palang yung magandang study of the Ampalaya. But if you're going to look at the molecule of Ampalaya, it really has a property that can be compared to a class of drug for diabetes, and we call it sulfonylurea. So may ganun po siyang property. But again, if this was studied in a large scale, hindi pa po ganun, but except for the makiling, it's just a molecule. So yung pa lang po yung tinignan. Hindi pa po yun talagang broadly nabigay for all diabetics for a study.
Well, Doc, we started on that rin na ituloy na po natin ano pa yung mga common conceptions and or misconceptions about diabetes. Talk to us about that. Ano yung dapat paniwalaan, ano dapat hindi paniwalaan, o dapat pag-ingatan pagdating sa paniniwala ng mga tao sa diabetes?
Okay, number one po, I would like to remind everyone that not because wala kayong nararamdaman, wala kayong diabetes. That's a very common misconception. And then when I tell a patient, for example, may diabetes ka, the patient would start saying, pero gumaganda naman po ang sugat ko, wala akong nararamdaman. We have to remember that with diabetes, actually common po yung asymptomatic o yung wala pong nararamdaman. Kasi pag may naramdaman na silang symptoms, it just goes to say na mataas na talaga yung sugar. So that's one misconception that I would like to correct, that even if you don't have a symptom, you don't have diabetes. No? So yung mga ganun po. Or nawawala ang diabetes, wala na akong nararamdaman, so di na ako inom ng gamot. As I said earlier, this is a chronic disease. It stays with us. You stop the diet, you stop the exercise, the diabetes or the blood sugar will just go up.